everyone. I'm Jeff Metters. Welcome to the Racehorse Digest. The Grammys and Academy Awards aren't far off. For thoroughbred racing, it's the Eclipse Award, and the equivalent to Best Picture is Horse of the Year. This week on SportsCenter, Chris Lincoln and actor/horse enthusiast John Forsythe teamed up for the announcement of the top thoroughbred for 1997.
Well, from the Westin Mission Hills Resort in Rancho Mirage, California, we welcome you. You have heard about the main competitors here, Favorite Trick and Skip Away. The connections are sitting down front, Joe and Irene Lacombe, and in the black tie, Carolyn Hine, the owner, Sonny Hine, her husband, and the trainer of Skip Away. Well, the time is here, and the man who is going to make the announcement, the great host of Thoroughbred Racing's Eclipse Awards tonight, great actor John Forsythe. John, our Horse of the Year.
The 1997 Horse of the Year is Favorite Trick.
The first two-year-old to be Horse of the Year since the great Secretariat in 1972. Joe Lacombe, congratulations.
Thank you.
This is the owner, Joe Lacombe. Joe, this is the very first racehorse you've ever owned. Is that correct? Tell us how you got it.
On my own. Yes, this is the first horse we bought. We bought him at the OBS Calder sale in Florida about a year ago.
Our congratulations, but people want to know, of course, is when is the champ coming out? He has not raced as a three-year-old, and is the Kentucky Derby still your goal?
Well, the Kentucky Derby certainly is still our goal, and we plan that it'll come out about the middle of March in the Swale.
Unbeaten as a two-year-old and seen here in his season finale, the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, where he romped home 5 in front. Favorite Trick wins another battle, beating out Skip Away, Gentleman, and Silver Charm for the honor of Horse of the Year. Favorite Trick is just the second two-year-old in history to win the award, joining Secretariat. He was trained in his perfect season by Patrick Byrne, who cast his vote for Horse of the Year honors immediately following the Juvenile.
Horse of the Year right there.
Favorite Trick is expected to make his first start of his three-year-old campaign March 14th in the Grade 3 Swale Stakes. Now to the feature. Silver Charm is easing back into action in 1998. He was the headliner in the 51st running of the Strub Stakes at Santa Anita. The Strub is open to 4-year-olds with a prize money of $500,000. It is Grade 2, traveling 1 1/8 miles on the dirt. The 6 horses went to the post. Here's the field of the final odds presented by Las Vegas. Ron McAnally started 2, including Mud Root. Botark was a scratch. Paco Gonzalez saddled Backshot. What a rivalry Gonzalez and Baffert had in the Triple Crown Series a year ago. Silver Charm is the 4-horse. Gary Stevens will ride the Robert and Beverly Lewis Star. Of the final 3 horses, only one was given an outside shot to win. That was Richard Mandela's True Story. Here's Trevor Denman with the call.
And away they go. Silver Charm hesitated just momentarily. Mud Route was away very alertly, and Mud Route takes the early lead. True Story on the outside up to race in second, and Silver Charm right there in third. Kukulkan on the outside is racing in the 4th spot, and Bag Shot down at the rail, and that leaves Steel Ruler last. Only 7 lengths would cover the lot. They head past the 7/8, and Chris McCarron dictates the pounce on Mud Route as he goes a little wide into the turn. Silver Charm now moving up on the inside, and Silver Charm right there in second. True Story on his outside, a close-up third, and Kukulkan is racing 4th. Then back to Bag Shot in the gold colors, and Steel Ruler is 6 lengths off the leaders. They swing onto the backstretch in the Strub, and Chris McCarron at his all his own way here as Mud Route just taking them along by 3 parts of a length to True Story. Silver Charm right there in the 3rd spot, now 3 lengths off the leader. Silver Charm just lost a bit of ground here. Kukulkan has run up on his outside. Now Silver Charm recovered again and starts to close in on that leader. Then back to Bag Shot and Steel Ruler as last. They run into the far turn, and Silver Charm now taken outside of them to go and put the pressure on them, but Mud Route kicks on down at the rail, and Mud Route going to run a good one again today. He's kicking on gamely. Between horses comes True Story and Silver Charm. Here we go again. Mud Route and Silver Charm. Pulling up was True Story. Top of the lane, and Silver Charm takes the lead. Mud Route digs deep. He tries his heart out, but Silver Charm is just exuding class, and Silver Charm striding home in the Strub Stakes. He's saying, bring on, gentlemen, for the big cap. The race of the year is on the cards. Silver Charm romps in the Strub back shot, steel ruler, Kukulkan, and True Story was last.
Silver Charm is perfect in 1998, winning the Strub in a time of 1:47 and 1/5. When you're the 1-to-5 favorite, you don't pay a great deal. Pick 3 only paying $8.20. For a status report, we talked with Gary Stevens and Bob Baffert after the race.
Entering the stretch, Silver Charm gave me a run that he hasn't given me in any of his races. I mean, he's always seemed like he saves a little bit in reserve for a battle, but today when we hit the quarter pole, he hit the afterburners and he opened up on mud route and went on and really won with authority. Just a real impressive race. When you come back and there's 30,000 people out there cheering for one specific course, and the same thing walking out to the racetrack, you know, the people are applauding the horse, and he's really got a following, and I think a lot to do with that is not only his performance, but the owners, Bob and Beverly Lewis, just super people. They've been great for the sport, and they've got their own following too, so it's a real shot in the arm for the thoroughbred industry right now.
When he turned for home, see, the further they go, the better it's going to be for him. Like a 1.25 miles is going to be right up his alley, so I think he's more comfortable with that. That's why today you saw him just keep on going, but it just, today I really he gave me goosebumps for the first time, you know, watching him run today, so it's, you know, he's just a great horse.
The next start for Silver Charm will be the March 7th Santa Anita Handicap, where he is scheduled to meet up with Gentleman. National Car Rentals Racehorse Digest is brought to you by National Car Rentals. So what are you waiting for? Let's go. By Alan and Madeline Paulson's Brookside Farms. And by the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority. Get away from the ordinary and discover the extraordinary. Las Vegas, call your travel agent today.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At National Car Rental, we believe that when it comes to renting a car, there's really only one place to go. Because at most major airports in America, National gets you in your car and on the road fast. So what are you waiting for? Let's go. National Car Rental.
Theatrical has taken his place among the leading thoroughbred sires in the world. The Brookside Farm Stallion continues to add to his totals, siring more than 50 stakes horses, over 35 stakes winners. His sons and daughters have earned nearly $30 million and showcased their talents in grade and Group 1 races around the world.
Now Pride is in there, Angel in my heart, but Duda's gonna win it. Duda wins the matriarch.
Theatrical at Brookside Farms, Versailles, Kentucky.
The Ford Agency. For 50 years, the source for top model talent. Here, new models learn the business of beautiful. And when it comes to hair, Ford recommends Pantene Pro V.
Because the model's hair takes a lot of heat.
And Pro V is heat activated to actually improve the condition of heat-styled hair. So turn on the heat, turn up the shine. With Pantene Pro V. For hair so healthy, it shines.
Because nothing frames a beautiful face like a great head of hair.
I will not accept anything less than a perfect quad twisting triple.
I will not accept anything less than my personal best.
I will not accept anything less than 80 miles per hour.
I will not accept anything less than 1 minute 17 seconds.
I will not accept any card but Visa.
At the 1998 Olympic Winter Games, only the best is accepted. Visa, worldwide partner of the Nagano Games. It's everywhere you want to be.
Welcome back to the Racehorse Digest. The leading horse after a month and a half of 1998 competition is Silver Charm. But the big guns aren't far behind, though, as Skip Away and Gentleman are currently tied for third. Top names in racing continued at Santa Anita over the weekend. Trainer Richard Mandela's Gentleman makes his first start since last September's Woodbine Mile in the Grade 2 $300,000 San Antonio Handicap, a race of 1 1/8 miles distance. Gentleman is the 4-horse in Hubbard's red and white silks.
They come to the top of the lane. Bull at the rail. Ray Fernando Tom breathing down his neck second. Gentleman third. Dramatic Gold. Something wrong today. He didn't run at all. They come for home, and now Gentleman has let loose and he explodes. And Gentleman looking like he just jumped in at the quarter pole. Gentleman at his scintillating best today. Just look at the star. Gentleman trotting home to Bull second and Ray Fernando Tom Lewis.
It's Gentlemen easily to the wire with Hall of Fame jockey Gary Stevens on for the ride. The 6-year-old won 3 consecutive Grade 1s last year, including the Pimlico Special, the Hollywood Gold Cup, and the Pacific Classic. The winning time for the mile and an eighth race, 1:47.3. Gentlemen will go head-to-head with Kentucky Derby winner Silver Charm in his next start on March 7th at the Santa Anita Handicap. Afterwards, we talk with the winning connections.
He hadn't raced for quite some time. He was coming off of the throat problem, and he's been working just sensationally, but I literally eased him up the last 75 yards of the race. He laid back third the entire trip, made the lead at the quarter pole, and had the race in the bag within 3 or 4 strides, and it was just a matter of how far he was going to win by from the 8th pole home. And you know, he was a great horse in 1997. Looks like he's going to be a great horse in 1998, and just an incredible run by him today also.
Our plans right now are the Santa Anita Handicap, and if he runs a good race and comes out of it all right, well, we're going to plan on going to Dubai. And then when we bring him back from Dubai, he'll have about 90 days before the Hollywood Gold Cup.
On Saturday at Santa Anita, the 57th running of the Grade 2 $100,000 San Vicente Stakes for 3-year-olds going the distance of 7 furlongs. The choice here, Orville and Wilbers, with Corey Nakatani in the irons. He's currently 3rd on the outside.
At the top of the lane, Late Edition running a good one. Sea of Secrets up alongside, and Orville and Wilbers hooked to the outside. Now he's got to quicken from there. Past the 8th pole they come, and Sea of Secrets gets the lead from Late Edition. Orville and Wilbers did not go on. Pleasant Drive is coming with a late run, but it's Sea of Secrets in full flight for the wire. And Sea of Secrets and Kent DeSormo take the San Vicente from Late Edition, and a flying Pleasant Drive.
Sea of Secrets broke his maiden last October, then won an allowance race by 5 lengths in his next start. He is now 3 for 3 in career starts. The Bay, a son of Stormcat, is owned and bred by Marjorie and Irvin Cowan and trained by Neil Drysdale. Ridden to victory here by Kent DeSormo, Sea of Secrets got to the finish line first in a time of 1:22 even, despite a setback of a breathing problem. The colt may try the San Rafael on March 1st. The favorite, Orville and Wilbers, was in 4th place. On Sunday, Santa Anita was the site for the Grade 2 $200,000 La Cañada Stakes, a race for 4-year-old fillies covering the mile and an eighth course. Eddie De La Houssaye's on the favorite, I Ain't Bluffin', the 6th horse in the blue and green silks.
Still Love That Jazz. Now I Ain't Bluffing comes to take her on. Love That Jazz got something left though. She's going on. I Ain't Bluffing, and neck back second's going to have to be fully extended. Fleet Lady down at the railers waiting for room. Fleet Lady got running her too if she can just find somewhere to run. Heads a turn for home. Love That Jazz, a gallant leader. I Ain't Bluffing. Fleet Lady nowhere to go. Sister Queen on the outside, and Minister's Melody in the white blankers. Now I Ain't Bluffing hits the front. Fleet Lady finally gets out, and Fleet Lady explodes down at the rail. Minister's Melody on the outside, but Fleet Lady, a dynamic winner of the La Cañada. Minister's Melody and I Ain't Bluffing finish her.
The top 3 finishers meet again. Last time out in the El Encino, Fleet Lady was beaten by a half length by I Ain't Bluffin', but she was later given the top billing when I Ain't Bluffin' was disqualified for interfering with Minister's Melody and was moved down to 3rd place. Fleet Lady, the daughter of Avenue of Flags, is owned by Golden Eagle Farm and trained by Jerry Hollendorfer. Garrett Gomez was the winning rider. The winning time, 1:48.2. Another California race, but this one from Bay Meadows, the Grade 3 $100,000 Brown Bess Handicap, a race for fillies 4 and up, covering a mile and a 16th on the main track. Traces of Gold, the odds-on favorite here in the lead, sprinted past the pack and took control down the lane to win the Brown Bess Handicap by 5 lengths with Russell Bays on board for the ride. Traces of Gold is owned by Jerry Hollendorfer and Halo Farms and is trained by Hollendorfer as well. Last time out, the 6-year-old mare and daughter of Strike the Gold was 2nd in the Run for Roses at Santa Anita on New Year's Day. With her victory here in the Brown Bess, Traces of Gold's earnings have now surpassed the $500,000 mark. With the Triple Crown prep season comes the Visa Point Series, designed to monitor the progress of the top 3-year-olds in the 1998 campaign. The early leader is Time Limit with 12 points. Time Limit won the Hutchison Stakes a week ago. Still to come, Skipaway goes back to work in the Donn Handicap down at Gulfstream.
Mario Michael Andretti's Airport Toyota is your Toyota certified headquarters. New car finance rates a 6-year, 100,000-mile Toyota factory warranty on any Toyota certified used car, like this 97 Toyota Camry, just $16,995. Or 96 Toyota Celicas, just $16,995. Or 96 Corollas, just $99,995. Special finance rates a 6-year, 100,000-mile warranty only at Mario Michael Andretti's Airport Toyota, your certified Toyota headquarters, where winners buy.
Sorry I'm late. Tell your dad the wedding's on me.
Still not done, but we'll finish it for free.
Wouldn't it be nice if everything were guaranteed like cable service? Because we're on time for installations, or they're free. And we're on time for service appointments, or you get 20 bucks.
Hi.
Guaranteed.
Sorry I was late. Here's 20 bucks.
Too bad everything's not guaranteed like cable service.
Off in Tampa, where reigning champ David Graham battles the Tour's elite on one of the circuit's top courses, the GTE Classic. Coverage begins Friday at 3 on ESPN.
Welcome back to the National Car Rental Racehorse Digest. Bob Baffert is off and running in 1998. Right now, he leads the national trainer standings, winning more than $1.15 million in less than a month and a half. Jerry Hollendorfer is a close second. The All-Star Weekend of Racing continues with the 40th running of the Grade 1 $300,000 Donn Handicap at Gulfstream Park. The main attraction, none other than Breeders' Cup Classic winner Skip Away. Here's Tom Durkin with the call.
At the midway point on the turn, it is Skip Away in front. Sir Bear moves to second. Frisk Me now running third. Then a break of 3 back to Unruled. Kiradashi dropping out of it. Wagon Limit moves through between Horses and Barons. And Skip Away heads for home with the lead. And Skip Away is pulling away from the field at the 8th pole. He leads by 3. Sir Bear running second. As they come past the final 16th, it is all Skip Away today. Skip Away will return to begin his 98 campaign with the victory. Here's Unrolled to grab second money.
Back after a 3-month rest, Skippy, now a 5-year-old, chalks up his first win of the new year by a 2 3/4 length margin. The People's Choice at 2 to 5. Skip Away's time on the fast track was 1:50 for the mile and an 1/8 race. Jockey Jerry Bailey, fresh off the Hutchison Stakes win with 3-year-old Time Limit, marks another victory on his card. Skip Away, a son of Skip Trial, is owned by Carolyn Hine and trained by her husband Sonny, who caught up with them and Jerry Bailey after the race.
Well, he broke very good, and I let him run into the first turn. Sonny, I thought would probably be a good idea to at least run into the first turn. And then it was a matter of just getting him a clear run. I just kind of wiggled my way to the outside, and Skip Away took it from there. And, you know, once he hits the middle of the backside, top of the backside, he starts his move, and if they can keep up with him, God bless him.
Not much to say. He rode like he said. Jerry said let him run down the backside and hope he was tight enough.
It was a piece of cake. No, I was confident since early this morning.
The next start for Skip Away will be the February 28th Gulfstream Park Handicap. By the way, he finished second in the voting for Horse of the Year. In our remembering feature, we return to the Donn Handicap 24 years earlier when the great Forego won the race. Here he comes from just off the pace to win. What a horse. In 1974, he won 9 of 13 stakes, including the Donn, the Gulfstream Handicap, the Widener, and the Carter. Forego was named Horse of the Year 3 times in his career. He could win at distances ranging from 7 furlongs to 2 miles. He ended his career with $1.9 million in career earnings. The great Forego died last year at the age of 27. Still to come, the latest in American quarter horse racing, which includes a look ahead to the 1998 season for AQHA World Champion SLM Big Daddy.
Let's go!
Vacation travelers know that when it comes to renting a car, there's really only one place to go, National Car Rental, especially if you're going to the happiest place on earth. Because as the official car rental company of Disneyland in Southern California, National gets you in your car and on the road fast for a family vacation you'll never forget. So what are you waiting for? Let's go to Disneyland with National Car Rental.
Improve your horse's training or your own horsemanship by finding a professional in your area. Call 1-800-414-RIDE for a free referral to a member of the American Quarter Horse Association of Professional Horsemen. Hundreds of trainers around the world have joined this group and are committed to training your horse or helping you be your best. You can get referrals to pros who live near you or specialize in any riding discipline from showing to trail riding. Call 1-800-414-RIDE for a pro near you.
I'm Ironhead Hayward, and I challenge you to try Zest Deodorant Body Wash.
But Ironhead, what's with this thingy?
That lather builder works with Zest Body Wash to give you twice the fresh-smelling lather of this bar, and it rinses cleaner.
But Ironhead...
Oh, quit crying and try it for a week. If Zest Body Wash doesn't give you cleaner, more refreshed skin than these, call 1-888-BEST-LATHER, and they'll buy you a bar of yours.
Zest Body Wash. Get cleaner, more refreshed.
Get zestfully clean.
Get inside the world of harness racing by subscribing to the award-winning publication of the United States Trotting Association, Hoofbeats. Each month, you'll enjoy news and in-depth features on top horses, drivers, owners, trainers, and major races, all in a colorful, photo-filled format, and all for only $30 for 12 great issues. Call 614-224-2291 and ask to subscribe to the best harness racing has to offer, Hoofbeats.
We're back at the National Car Rental Racehorse Digest. The American Quarter Horse racing season will be swinging into high gear in a couple of months, and the connections of many of last year's stars are gearing up to add to their laurels. We asked a number of the connections about their plans for 1998.
Don't go fast. Don't go fast.
The training family of James and Donna MacArthur had 3 champions in the barn last year. This Noah's Royal, Corona Cash, and Dashing Folly. According to Donna, her husband figures to do most of the work with This Noah's Royal during his 3-year-old season.
The plan for him this year, it's hard to say. I don't think I'll get him back again. I think that Mr. Helzer and the partners have decided to take him to Remington for the Heritage Derby, and then probably to Ruidoso with James for those, maybe the Rainbow and All-American, and then I would love to get him back out there for the fall derbies, but I think he's going to Lone Star.
But Donna will have care of both 2-year-old champion Corona Cash and champion aged mare Dashing Folly. Each was bred by embryo transfer this winter, and current plans call for Dashing Folly to make the Miss Princess handicap at Los Alamitos on April 24th. The schedule for Corona Cash could once again pit the training MacArthurs against each other in Ruidoso, where Corona Cash defeated her stablemate in the All-American.
She's paid up for the La Primera del Año Derby, and there are 20 nominees for that, and we had to do surgery on an ankle, and so we're just going to play it by ear, but probably her first start will be the Governor's Cup Derby, and she will get to stay on the West Coast except for the All-American Derby. Then she'll be back against This Noah's Royal.
As for world champion SLM Big Daddy, his connections are sticking with what worked before.
I think we're going to basically try to go the same route that we went this year with him. Of course, we want to make him, we want to win one of the regional challenge races to make him eligible for the big one at the end, and he's already eligible for the Champion of Champions. I think we have to keep both of those in mind and try to space his races out similar to what we did this year.
One of SLM Big Daddy's early engagements figures to be a defense of his Remington Park Championship crown in late May. This time he could meet 1997's top 3-year-old Dashing Perfection. Last year the two were world champion rivals only on the ballot, as they never met on the track. But according to Dashing Perfection's trainer Jack Brooks, that could change during the gelding's upcoming 4-year-old season.
We plan to go to Remington, and he's not a challenge horse, but more than likely he will be. And so we're going for the big ones, and hopefully we'll go for the Champion of Champions next year.
Dashing Perfection went from a non-starter to champion in a space of 8 months. After such rapid progress, how much better can he get?
He's got a lot of room maybe to improve. You know, I think if something just breathes on him real hard and push him anymore, he might run faster than men think.
If that's true, then we've got a lot more of this to look forward to. For more information on racing American Quarter Horse activities in your area, call the AQHA at 1-800-414-RIDE. And make plans to join us next week on the Racehorse Digest. Your first chance will be Wednesday at 3:30 Eastern Time.
before passing Skull Point. Climb the cannon. Arr, I can see my room from here.
Let me show you my Vegas.
Nice enough to light the whole place up for me.
First time to Vegas?
Yes. And you?
My third. My 44th trip.
Winner, winner, lobster dinner.
Tomatillo.
People are so exciting.
Mine's a blue convertible.
And you, my lad, have to walk the plank.
No need to spit. Anything, all the time. That's Las Vegas.
Pro basketball star Jennifer Azzi spends 40 minutes destroying her hair and 90 seconds bringing it back with Pert Plus. More than a shampoo, it conditions too. How? As you shampoo, the conditioners stay suspended. As you rinse, they go to work, giving you great hair simply. Perfect for Jennifer, because she wants great-looking hair, but she'd rather be living in it than working on it. Wouldn't you? Pert Plus. Simply great hair, simply.
The National Car Rental Racehorse Digest is brought to you by National Car Rental. So what are you waiting for? Let's go. By the American Quarter Horse Association, serving the American quarter horse racing industry and America's horse. And by Visa, it's everywhere you want to be. Here's a look at the Breeders' Cup schedule for the weekend. The biggest race on tap is the Gulfstream Breeders' Cup Handicap. That will be this Saturday. In our Brookside news, a tragic barn fire has made the headlines in Sallisaw, Oklahoma. The blaze broke out around 8 p.m. on Sunday, February 8th at Blue Ribbon Downs. The fire was contained to just one barn, but that one barn was completely destroyed. 19 horses were lost. 8 were saved by the efforts of horsemen. The state fire marshal is investigating the cause of the fire. Officials at Blue Ribbon Downs say a full and complete statement will be released when the investigation is complete. Sharp Cat will be forced to miss Saturday's Santa Maria Handicap and will be out of action until the summer after re-injuring an ankle. The 4-year-old multiple stakes winner suffered a cut to the back of the ankle of her right foreleg during this walkover win in the Grade 2 Bayakoa Handicap last December and reopened the cut during a workout on Monday. The Santa Maria would have been Sharp Cat's debut with her new trainer, Wally DeLossi. Well, the next stop for our Racing Across America crew is on February 21st at the Fountain of Youth Stakes. Scheduled to appear are 3-year-old stars and Derby hopefuls like Sweet Southern Saint, who will be ridden by Gary Stevens, who's replacing Pat Day, who's already committed to 1997 Horse of the Year favorite Trick. Also scheduled to race, Neil Howard's Lil's Lad, and the unpredictable Coronado's Quest, who's trained by Shug McGahee. A couple of weekends ago in the Hutchison, Coronado's Quest provided some anxious moments during the post-parade. It took a while before jockey Mike Smith got on board. When he finally did, the horse breaks free. Join us for the Fountain of Youth to watch this very talented and temper tantrum-prone 3-year-old star. That's right here on ESPN. That's the Digest. Chris Lincoln will be back in the chair next week. Thanks for joining us, everyone. So long. Ground transportation provided by National Car Rental. For worldwide reservations, call 1-800-CAR-RENT. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sport.